The Creator Classic, once a shining beacon of innovation in the golf world, has hit its first major snag. Remember the buzz from last year's inaugural event? Over 118,000 viewers watched Luke Kwan sink that winning putt live on YouTube. Fast forward to this year, and the numbers tell a different story. Just 27,000 viewers tuned in as Brad Dalke clinched the title with a birdie in the playoff. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this decline a one-time stumble, or a sign that the Creator Classic has lost its spark? Let's dive in. I was a huge fan of the 2024 debut, even writing about its overwhelmingly positive reception. https://mygolfspy.com/Creator Classic aces its debut. The format was fresh, the energy was electric, and the star-studded lineup of creators made it a must-watch. The second edition of TPC Sawgrass, won by Grant Horvat, kept the momentum going, though I noted some areas for improvement. https://mygolfspy.com/YouTube/The Creator Classic needs some tweaking. The formula was solid and the buzz was undeniable. The third installment at Philadelphia Cricket Club introduced a team format, which, while creative, lacked the star power of previous events. But it still managed to hold its own, and this is the part most people miss. The fourth edition? It fell flat. No energy, no excitement, and a field that felt like a shadow of its former self. Missing were heavy hitters like Horvat, the Bryan Bros, and anyone from Bob Does Sports. With just 12 players competing in individual stroke play, the competition felt predictable, boiling down to a few familiar faces who've dominated these events. Dalke's win was never in doubt. He was clearly the best player on the course that day, easily securing the four-man playoff. But the format, which worked so well last year, failed to deliver this time. Here's the question that's sparking debate. Why does the Creator Classic insist on players competing on their own ball with no handicaps? It effectively eliminates half the field from contention right out of the gate. Is this really the best way to keep things fair and engaging? The weaker field wasn't the only issue. The lack of fans in attendance didn't help, and the live stream felt sluggish. Thanks to the PGA Tour's insistence on overloading the commentary booth. Here's a bold take. What makes YouTube golf great is its simplicity. Just players and their commentary. Why is the Creator Classic trying to mimic the traditional PGA Tour event instead of embracing its YouTube roots? One or two announcers would suffice. Let the golf speak for itself. Live streaming can amplify the excitement when the vibes are right, but it can also highlight the slow moments. Maybe it's time to consider an edited version of the event to keep things dynamic. The Creator Classic has been a successful experiment so far, but it can't keep relying on the same formula. This isn't a serious competition. It's entertainment. Mix up the format, inject some creativity, and give it the energy it desperately needs. The novelty of the first few editions has worn off. What will the next Creator Classic look like? Hopefully, something fresh and exciting. Here's a thought-provoking question for you. Should the Creator Classic stick to its current format, or is it time for a radical overhaul? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. For those curious about the final standings, here's how it shook out. 1. Brad Dalke, -2, won the four-man playoff with a birdie on the first extra hole, taking home $100,000. 2. Luke Kwan. 3. Sean Walsh E. 4. Micah Morris +2. Garrett Clark +3. Keisha Alin +3. 7. Short Game King +4. 8. Gabby Golf Girl +5. 9. Sabrina Andolfo +5. 10. Roger Steele +7. 11. Chris Solomon +8. 12. Peter Finch +9. Top photo caption. Brad Dalke celebrates his Creator Classic victory and $100,000 winner's check. Getty Images, Kevin C. Cox.